Well, welcome to the Top Gun Show, where I try to bring you new providers, new technologies, and introduce you to the best professionals in the industry, all so you can make informed decisions. Today, I'd like to welcome Jared Willson, an executive leader at xAmplify, the sponsor of the Top Gun Show. Jared has been involved in the SaaS industry for about 20 years. He has worked primarily in the ERP and CRM space as a solutions architect, project manager, and practice director. Also back on the show today from last week is Rick Beckers, the Director of Partner Relationships for xAmplify. Rick is also the CEO of xAs1, a digital transformation sales advisor. Jared and Rick, welcome to the Top Gun Show.
Thanks so much for having us. It's great to be here.
Glad to be here.
Nice to have you guys, man. I love what you guys are doing at xAmplify. And in past episodes, we've given an overview of xAmplify. We've also discussed the benefits of your platform from the providers and carriers. And last week, Rick covered and looked at why sales partners are excited about your proprietary lead gen platform. So, let me ask you this, who would need your platform?
Who wouldn't? So the whole dynamic of xAmplify and what makes it extremely attractive, Steve, is that and I don't know if this is already out there or if I'm just coining it or whatever, but here's a handle, a partner communication ecosystem. That kind of describes xAmplify very clearly, and that if you think of the channel in a left to right format, vendor, master distributor, agent, customer, right? Then every person in that digital supply chain is a partner. So the vendors will look for it and use it and love it. The masters and the distributors can use it and love it. The agents are it's to die for them. And ultimately it serves the end user B2B corporate customer because of its ability to get the messaging out, good messaging out for and from all of those partners.
Well, with all of those partners, all those constituents, if you will, using the platform, doesn't that raise compliance concerns around all the new privacy laws?
So with a lot of our competitors' products, it actually does. But one of the key differentiators for xAmplify is the fact that our platform from the ground up was architected with data ownership in mind. So providers have complete control over their own data, their contacts, and they get visibility into how the campaigns are working, and the vendors also get the same visibility into the effectiveness of the campaigns, but without seeing the details of the contact information. So that ensures we're keeping both parties compliant, which is huge, right? Making sure that you're managing to GDPR compliance or the new US privacy laws is great. It also helps a lot with partner adoption, because partners have the confidence that their data are protected, that their data are their own. It's not just a matter of, oh, this is the vendor system and I've got to worry about what's going to happen with it. They have complete control over their own data, and that helps tremendously with adoption.
Yeah, that makes sense, man. That's a good explanation. Well, how do both the providers and the sales partners get the business intelligence that they need out of the platform?
Yeah, so this is one of the keys to what Rick was mentioning in terms of controlling the entire life cycle, the entire ecosystem of the process. So both parties are able to see the details on the campaigns. Both parties are able to figure out who was clicking through, who went to the videos, who went to the landing pages, who requested demos, and what's working and what isn't working. So at a touch of a button, partners can generate leads that will be visible within their own CRM systems. Providers can see which partners are struggling, who needs help, which campaigns are working. So you get a complete 360 of the life cycle of the campaign from both sides, which is great.
Yeah, I've said all along, it's absolutely revolutionary to this industry. It's incredible what you guys are doing. But if you were to sum up what is it revolutionary about xAmplify in just a few sentences, what would you say?
just a few. You're asking me, just a few. Another word. It is that compliance. That's been missing all along. So partners are partners when they work together verbally and at trade shows and so on to gain customers together. But when it comes to the digital world, there's that distrust that data that is entered by one party might be used or seen by another. And we've erased that so that they can truly partner together and find the best ways to raise revenue and run campaigns and get messaging out that meets their needs and those of their customers the best way they can.
Right, right. Lastly, what would you like to tell the vendor, carrier, provider community?
Well, all aboard, real quick, if that was the announcement, that's what I'd be saying. We've got some specials, if you will. I don't know what else to call them, but we are rapidly loading the left-hand side of the partner ecosystem. And we are asking partners to come and join us, have an open conversation, see how the product works. We're willing to waive all setup fees at this point for new partners that want to come on board. We are also going to waive any contractual obligations because we're confident enough that partners that come see us and participate and get involved with xAmplify and start to use it will stay with us. We'll earn their business every month. So we won't charge you to get on board, and we won't keep you contractually. We'll keep you happy through customer service and performance.
That's great. Just another benefit of watching the Top Gun Show. I love it, man. It's a great special. Well, Rick, we heard from you last week. Personal, little known fact about yourself. Jared, I'm going to ask you. I know you're a big fan of the show, and that I know there are millions and millions of people watching you right now. Why don't you tell the viewers a fun, little known fact about yourself?
Sure. So something that doesn't come up in my work world is that I have a huge passion for astronomy. It's actually what I studied in school. It's what I've pursued as a hobby for 30, 40 years now. I do both some professional work and some amateur work, and it just keeps me sane. It's great.
That's wonderful. Well, I want to have you back on a show. I want to talk about Pluto, man. I miss Pluto being part of the solar system. Guys, thank you so much for carving out time out of your busy schedule to be on the Top Gun Show this month. It's been a pleasure to feature you guys. It's an incredible platform. I'd love to have you back on the show soon so we can dig deeper into this industry-changing tool and keep tabs on what you guys are doing to help both the providers and the sales partners of the channel. Anyway, guys, thanks for being on the show.
Thanks, Steve.
Thanks for watching, everybody.